The Clockmaker's paradox. In the heart of a city that seemed stitched together from fragments of forgotten dreams, lived Elias, a man obsessed with clocks. Not ordinary clocks, but ones that didn't just measure time, they bent it, twisted it, sometimes even reversed it for brief, fleeting moments. His tiny workshop smelled of oil and burned wood, gears and springs scattered across every surface. One night, a mysterious package arrived. Inside, a pocket watch engraved with an eye that seemed alive. The note simply read, "Turn the key, and see what should not be seen." Elias hesitated, then wound the watch. The room shivered, shadows stretched unnaturally, and the walls began to hum. Suddenly, he was no longer in his workshop. He was floating in a city that looked like Viridian, yet nothing felt right. The buildings were twisted, the skies a swirl of gold and violet clouds, and the people, they moved in loops, repeating the same gestures over and over, unaware. Elias explored this strange city, noticing subtle differences. A street he'd walked 100 times now led to a waterfall cascading upward. A cafe he loved now served glowing liquid instead of coffee, and every reflection in a mirror showed not him, but a different version of himself, older, younger, sometimes smiling, sometimes crying. In his wanderings, he met a girl named Leora. She claimed to be a time orphan, someone lost between ticks of reality. Together, they chased hints of a machine said to stabilize this fractured world. Their journey led them through a forest where trees whispered secrets, down alleys that curved impossibly into themselves, and into an abandoned theater where the audience was made entirely of shadows. But here's where it got strange. The more Elias interacted with this world, the more he noticed patterns, tiny glitches. A pigeon flew backward, a car hummed in silence. Even Leora sometimes flickered, disappearing and reappearing a few feet away. He realized he wasn't just in another city, he was inside a story, a loop written by some unseen hand. And every choice he made was already part of the narrative, yet somehow not. At the climax, Elias and Leora found the core, a gigantic clock embedded in a mountain, its hands spinning wildly, disconnected from any logic. He climbed to its center, winding and unwinding gears at random. Suddenly, the world shattered into a million fragments, then collapsed into a single flash of light. Elias woke up. In his workshop, the mysterious pocket watch lay on his table. He glanced outside normal city streets. Everything seemed mundane, boring even. But then he noticed a shade, Leora, standing outside, waving at him. She blinked, and in her hand she held the same pocket watch. And here's the twist. Elias realized he had never truly escaped. Each version of the city, each loop, each Leora was a fragment of him, split across possibilities. And every night, the pocket watch would hum, waiting for him to turn the key again. Only, next time, the city might not welcome him.